What is up, everybody? My name is Hutts, and welcome to Monster Train. This episode is completely uncut, so if you guys only follow me for my cut and edited footage, then this is not for you. I'm thinking about going back and doing more uncut stuff because I'm a little bit overwhelmed on time and the amount of games that are out there to play, the amount of good games. Monster Train has not made a debut on my channel yet because I'm honestly unsure how to edit it. It's so involved that it really needs uncut footage. I've been playing it on stream, so I think I know what I'm doing, but let me know how you guys think and feel about this uncut episode. Maybe we'll do more, maybe we won't. There's no pressure on this. So Monster Train, I think you guys are really gonna like this if you're a fan of any kind of deck builder, roguelike, you know, first and foremost saying Slay the Spire. Like if you're a fan of that, this one is supposed to be like the next big thing when it comes to that type of game. What's new about this game? Well, we'll get into it, and so stick with me. There's 5 different clans here: Hellhorned, Awoken, Stygian Guard, Umbra, and Melting Remnant. Each one has their own unique play styles. You also get an allied clan, which you can get cards from both clans. Your primary clan basically gives you a specific champion, which is shown up front. And I think we should just go down the line and do every single combination. At some point in time, I'd like to do the Covenant, which is basically Slay the Spire's Ascension, where it gets harder and harder and harder. Looks like 25 being the top there. I've done the first one and that's it. I've been kind of holding off on this because I wanted to do it on YouTube, but like I said, had no idea how to really edit this down. So, Hutts Uncuts, here we go. Hellhorned as our primary clan, Awoken as our secondary. Hellhorned, rally the aggressive demons of the Scorched Plain, overwhelm Seraph with imps and damaging warriors. And then the allied Awoken, ally with Awoken to the Wildwood Forest. So, I have all the cards unlocked. It's gonna be kind of hard to follow if you guys are brand new at this. I'm gonna do my best to explain everything that I'm going and everything that I'm doing. Let's see here. This is the final boss that it is showing us. Final boss, Seraph the Diligent. The end is near. The Great Trader will devour your spells. I know exactly what this does. The first spell you play every single turn gets a consume on it, which means that it will be put into your exhaust deck instead of your discard deck. You won't be able to play it again unless you get like a special artifact or like some things that, you know, will maybe come across. Our champion was that dude with the dual blades, and immediately we get the opportunity to upgrade this champion to have certain abilities. You can go like certain builds with this. The first one being Slay, or after dealing a killing blow, it'll gain 10 armor. Revenge, which is when it's damaged, gain 1 rage. Rage is +2 attack damage per stack of rage. Rage 1 being 1 stack of rage. Or we can go with multi-strike. So this is 15 damage down here that he'll get 15 health. He's got 2 size up here in the top. It costs 0 energy to play him. Over here is armor 10, so starts at straight up 10 armor. Multi-strike 1. I'm kinda liking the brawler here. The Slay stuff can be super powerful, plus he gains damage every time that he's hit. I'm thinking maybe we stick with the multi-strike and then we try to jump into a Slay build after that, because then he'll have the opportunity to kill 2 people if he's able to land both and they're both killing blows. All right, our first artifact here, +3 magic power, which would, you know, if I look at our deck here, instead of restoring 2 health, it'll restore 5 health. Instead of dealing 2 damage, it'll deal 5 damage. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. X cost cards get +3 to their X value when played. Well, you only start with 3 energy. You do upgrade later on, potentially. We'll get to it. +3 is a lot added on to an X cost card. I generally avoid X cost cards, but here's the deal now. We can play X cost cards at 0 energy and still get the 3 value on them. I'm kind of thinking that the +3 magic power, the fireball at 2 damage is just not enough to kill late game back people who have low health, high damage. This one being one of them here, the Discipled Foot Soldier. He only starts with 1 health on this floor, but like later on, we need more damage to do it. So I think that the +3 magic power is actually it doesn't seem like a lot. I think it will be later. So we could enact this trial mode here where every enemy will start with plus 10 armor. So this guy who normally has 1 health will have 10 health. If we do that, then we'll get an extra unit draft. We'll get an extra unit at the end of this, and we could turn that on or off. I'm gonna say I don't feel like that is something we should be doing right now. We could probably handle it, and to go big early is probably the solution, right? Because you want to go big. If you're gonna fail, you might as well fail early. That's kind of how I feel about this. I'm generally pretty risky, especially when we're not on Covenant mode. I would say I have like a 95% win rate, so pushing it to the limit doesn't sound so bad. Let's do it. Let's try it. Maybe we can take out the bad guys with a bunch of fireballs. I don't know. We'll see. We start off with only our champion and then these train stewards as our units, and they only have 5 attack and 8 health. So we're gonna need to bring something to the table here. Let's put our champion. I could put the champion on the bottom. I could put the champion on the top. I'm not exactly sure if it matters here in this mode. Maybe I should have put him on the bottom so he has a higher chance of getting that killing blow off. But here's the deal. These guys are so armored that maybe we should actually focus on getting their health lower before they get to the top. And put a chain steward there. So it tells you exactly what's gonna happen during the next turn. It goes train car by train car to start you guys off. For those of you who are like, what the hell is going on? 3 different floors here, right? And we can put this capacity up here. And remember I showed you the card of my champion. He had 2 capacity, so he took up 2 capacity here. You can place more units in front or behind, assuming there's enough capacity here. You can upgrade the capacity later, not important. Enemies start on the bottom floor, then they move up 1, and then they move up 1, and then they reach the pyre room, and as soon as you lose your pyre, kind of like a tower defense, it's like your home base. As soon as that goes, it's got 80 health, you lose the game. It also has 20 attack, and it is turn-based, so they'll get a turn. The enemy always gets the first turn, unless you have a quick ability, not important. Enemy gets the first turn, and then the pyre will attack back, and then the enemies will attack, and then the pyre will attack back, and so forth, and that's exactly how it happens on every single floor. Here, this guy's gonna lose 5 health because he has 5 damage. This guy's gonna lose 4 health because that guy's doing 0, and this one's doing 4. Straightforward, very, very simple. Let's put 1 restore on him, because it'll give him 1 regen, which means he'll get 1 back next turn. That's why it just bumped him -3. That's all we can do. We have 0 energy. And you know what, I'm actually gonna slow down the attack speed so you guys can kind of absorb everything that's going on here. For those of you who know exactly what's going on, I do apologize if this is just dry. Let's see here. Train steward's gonna die. I don't want him to die, so let's put a train steward in front of him, so this guy will take the brunt of the damage. This floor's got nothing going on. We're not doing enough damage here to get rid of this Discipled Protector. He's probably gonna end up making it to the top, but that's okay because he does 0 damage. He'll just sit up there until he dies. His only move is to protect the Discipled Foot Soldier, which we could probably take out with enough torches. This thing is a collector. If we kill it, it just pops up randomly, generally on higher floors, trying to like catch you off guard. We already have him up here. Kill him, 50 gold right there. We only have 50 right now, so that's gonna double our gold. Cool. I feel like we're moving a mile a minute, but there's gonna be a lot to this explain here. And this is gonna be, if we continue to do this, this will be the flagship episode to build off of for every subsequent episode. So here's the deal. We're not gonna be able to kill this Discipled Protector and get to this Foot Soldier. So he doesn't have Slay, right? I guess he doesn't have Slay, so we don't have to worry really about getting the final blow on enemies. I think I was kind of confused there that we took the non-Slay one, but we do want Slay later. So let's go ahead and finish him off. Something to note too is that the last shard, your pyre, has sweep, so it'll hit every single unit. So let's say that these guys made it up to the top. This one would do 2 damage, this one would do 4 damage, and then it would do 20 damage through, killing this back one, even though this front one's still there. And then this Forest Disciple would do 2 more damage because she would be at 5 health, and then the pyre would kill her because it only does 20 damage per turn. So that's just something to think about. This guy can go, I don't care. Let's maybe think about getting, I don't think we're gonna be able to use enough fireballs to get rid of this Discipled Foot Soldier at the back. So maybe getting this Forged Disciple down to 20 health. But you know what? Actually, when they go up a floor, he's gonna end up hitting her below 20. So the pyre will be able to hit her after 1 turn. Let's just focus on her then. 6 damage, he only has 4. there's nothing I can really do about that. I could go ahead and try to restore health on somebody. If I did it right now, he would be able to live because of the 5 health he gains immediately. Cool, because it's 5 health immediately and then 1 regen for the next turn. All right, I'm still new. I'm fairly new to this, so I'm gonna be making many mistakes. It's just a thing that's gonna happen, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Final wave coming in here. This is the boss. The boss says something called Relentless, where it'll just keep going back and forth. Let me just read it. Combat in this room continues until all enemies are defeated. This unit cannot be rooted. So it can't be like, rooted means like you can't stop it from moving up floors. It's gonna go up every floor as soon as it's cleared, no matter what. It's got 50 health, 10 shield, and 4 damage coming in. These guys are gonna both die, and they're only gonna do 5 damage to it. Taking out this back guy would probably be something that's really smart here, but we also need to worry about these 2 guys that are gonna surface after this. We're gonna take some damage to the pyre. That's inevitable. How do we really handle this situation? I'm thinking that we just go ahead and rely on this guy for the damage so far, and we take out this back discipled foot soldier, because that's gonna do the most damage, I think, to the pyre. So let's just take him out. And then, we could restore some health. 8 damage coming in, so even if this one was full health, it would still die immediately. Same thing with the back one's just gonna end up dying next turn anyways. Healing any of them wouldn't matter if I did my math correctly there. Same with this guy, he's gonna die. So I'm not really sure if restoring anybody is the answer. Maybe let's put a torch down on that back guy back there. All right, so she's gonna make it up for sure. We'll notice our pyre will take that 2 damage. And then the pyre strikes back, so getting her under 20 health was important there. The boss, as soon as it clears the floor, it's done. You can't do anything else on that floor. There's nothing else to be had. Something else that this boss does, resolve. Add a weight of contrition card to the top of your draw pile, which is this, every floor. Purge. If we use it, then that means we get rid of it permanently. If we reserve it, our pyre will take 3 damage. That means reserving means we don't play it this turn. Let's just get rid of it. And let's go ahead and torch this back guy. Get rid of him. Cool. Nothing's gonna happen here. They attack first, so he's not gonna get anything off. This is known. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill it right now. 36 damage is gonna come in before this guy ends up inevitably dying. So let's go ahead and get rid of this so our pyre doesn't take unnecessary damage. Let's put a train steward in front as a meat shield. And because I did that, now we know that the boss is going to die, which is perfect. I really wish I could restore my pyre. This is actually the first time I've ever even thought about trying that. So that doesn't matter. Send our torch for our last energy. We know that we're gonna win, so now if we just let the thing play out, he attacks first, and then we attack. Goes back and forth until one or the other side dies. Victory. Boom. So that actually went pretty okay. We only lost 2 health in our pyre, which is totally fine. And now we get some cards here. Hidden Passage, ascend a unit. That means you get to take any unit either side and bring them up a floor. Vent, deal 2x damage to enemy units. See, if we would have taken that X cost card, gets +3, then Vent probably could have been pretty poppin', especially if we upgraded it. Tiresome Climb, ascend a unit and apply Dazed 2. So why would you take that over this Hidden Passage? I think this Hidden Passage is gonna be really helpful for moving up your own units. You can break the capacity limit if you just shove them in there with Ascend or Descend cards. This Tiresome Climb one, more costly, it applies Dazed 2. So let's just say that something is on the floor just before my pyre, and let's say it has 40 health, which is, you know, quite a bit. We use that, it's gonna go up to the top floor into the pyre room, gain Dazed 2, so it won't be able to attack for two turns rather. And then the 20 damage, 40 damage will come in from the pyre. It'll die before it gets a chance to do anything. Great way to clear out enemy units. Like I said, it's pretty costly. I'm gonna go with this Hidden Passage right here, and let's try to overstuff some floors. And that'd be a nice thing. 6 damage and move that unit to the front. Vine Grasp, that'd be a really great way to bring out any damage dealer or healer or potential mage in the back line. And then bring it out of the front. If 6 damage doesn't kill it, then our enemies will then target it first. Consume Regen 5. We don't have anything that benefits from regen, but we probably will get it since our allied clan is Awoken. High on the regen plays. Enhance a unit with +3 attack and +3 health. You know, it seems underwhelming. It could be a big deal, especially if we enhance the Hornbreaker, because it's got multi-strike, so not only is it gonna get +3 damage, it's actually gonna get +6, because +3 per attack. I'm like in Vine Grasp here. We already have some good targeted damage, but all right, here's our first unit draft. We have a Steelworker, Resolve, gain armor 5, so after every turn, he's just gonna passively gain 5 armor. We could put him in front, he'd be a good shield. Shattered Shell, Sweep, Slay, gain 2 attack. So every time it kills anything, it gains 2 attack, it does 3 damage. We can upgrade these later, you'll see that. Animus of Speed, Quick, so it attacks first for 25 damage, but it only has 3 health. I'm actually liking all 3 of these options, because we could put the Steelworker in front of our champion, which would guard him a little bit since he's pretty low health. We could put Animus of Speed or a Shattered Shell on a separate floor, and the Shattered Shell would be great for taking out backline units. It's low damage, but the backline units have low health. I'm thinking maybe when we want Animus of Speed to take out frontline units, and the Quick is pretty good. The only thing that makes Animus vulnerable is if she's not guarded by anything, and if anything has Sweep, it'll probably kill her at 3 health. Let's take a chance here and take the Animus of Speed. I'm not sure exactly how I want to layer the champion and the Animus, since neither of them have any kind of like they need to kill things. There's no slay thing on the Hornbreaker Prince yet. It won't really matter which order they're in and who they kill. Forgotten Boons. So we have to choose left or right every single time. There's 9 different layers of this whole thing. It's like the 9 circles of hell, I guess. That's the main idea behind this game, is that hell froze over. I didn't even explain this. Hell froze over, and the angels are attacking and basically taking over hell, and hell wants to survive. So we are the demons trying to take back hell from the angels that are currently attacking us, and this is the frozen heart of hell, and our train holds the last pyre, which is the thing on the top, and the pyre is the only thing that will relight the fires of hell. So there you go. Kind of dropped the ball in explaining that one. It's all right. Merchants of Steel. Forge your units to gain new powers. This is unit upgrades. Merchant of Magic. The purple one is for spell upgrades. If we go right, we also get the 75 extra coins. If we go left, we also get another unit. I'm thinking that units are going to be incredibly helpful right now. So let's go grab a unit. Branded Warrior, Rage 4. So that's +2 attack per stack. So that'd be +8 attack, but it decreases every turn by 1. Consumer of Crowns costs -3 energy per imp unit in play. 10 cost. We don't have any imps at all, so that would kind of be silly, wouldn't it? We don't have any frontline units, so we're loading ourselves up right now with backline units. I'm not exactly sure how to go about balancing that. I mean, I don't feel like we should say no to it. I can't take the 10 cost, that would be silly right now, unless we had a specific build for it, but... Upgrade a unit with multi-strike. That's one of my favorite cards. Okay, so we have to keep in mind the cost of everything. We can re-roll this once and get 3 new upgrades if we so choose. We only have 150 coins though, so 95 on a double strike. Quick Animus of Speed sounds amazing. +10 attack would also be good, 35 times 2, but I think I'm gonna maybe give it this health here, or maybe we'll give the Branded Warrior health and turn it into a frontline shield. That could totally be a thing, because since we have regen, we can keep them alive. So maybe I'll do that instead. And then maybe we'll just like, because giving it the health, the Animus of Speed would give it that sweet protection. I'm gonna go like this. Upgrade the damage. We have 15 monies left, we can't even re-roll. This is fine though. Now, I think that was a solid choice. Because now we have something for a backline and something in front to protect it. Barbed Disciples, these spiked foes will make direct attacks. That's one more thing for, it's not just sweep that's gonna attack or kill our Animus of Speed. It actually is the spikes, which are coming in right now. The Conduit Redirector, here's a kind of like a little sample of enemies that we're gonna face here. Enchant, other enemies, other friendly units on the same floor gain a bonus, and that bonus is gonna be spikes. So if it gives the frontline unit 3 spikes, meaning that every time I attack it, I take 3 damage, then our Animus' speed dies on the first unit that it attacks. We probably should have given her the health. That being said, our Brandon Warrior only had, what, 5 health? So he would have been dead too. Not really a good answer, and I'm thinking that if at all possible, we're gonna try to use a hidden passage maybe to put the Animus' speed. I don't know, are we gonna use hidden passage? If I could stack all 3 of these on the same floor, I think that would be best. But at the same time, I think our multi-strike quick Animus is just going down. I don't think there's gonna be a way to keep her alive. I can give them an extra 4 attack for another unit draft at the end of this. We do need another unit, we do need another frontliner. I'm just highly doubting our ability to survive by taking both the spikes damage and the extra 4 damage that we give them. I'm willing to try. Hopefully we can take out the back line. We didn't give them any extra health, remember, the last time we did, and that's what caused us problems. Right now I'm hoping that we can go ahead and take out those backline units. I'm gonna actually put my Brandon Warrior here on top with my champion and protect him at the moment since I didn't actually draw my Animus. Kind of reminds me of Magic, right? Where you don't get like a good unit draw in the beginning or like a low cost thing and you're like, well, I guess I'll just die. We could totally put Train Stewards up there too. What we could have actually done right now is put a Train Steward and a Branded Warrior behind him and then snuck in with a hidden passage, our Hornbreaker Prince behind that even. And that would have given him a little bit more protection. I didn't think about that until now. Now if I put this Train Steward on, every time that you ascend or descend a unit, it always shoves them in the back. We'll put the Train Steward in the back, which is not so helpful. But yeah, how much spikes do you have? Spikes 2. Okay. If we could just kill this Conduit Redirector, then the spikes damage is not gonna be a thing anymore. And I'm thinking that's probably what we're gonna do. I don't know why I stacked both of these here. Now that I'm thinking about it, our Animus' speed is actually 2 capacity as well, and we won't be able to fit her in here now. We can put her on the bottom. That just leaves her more open to spikes attack. Oops. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things to balance here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and Vine Grasp and kill this spikes lady. So she no longer has spikes, and then I'm gonna put my Animus down here. And hopefully get a Train Steward to guard her, and hopefully every turn get some sort of back line attack. Let's see here, that thing's gonna die, guaranteed. 50 extra gold for us, hooray. That thing's gonna be dead no matter what because of the 9 attack that's coming in. So let's maybe just put a restore here in the backliner and a second restore so it doesn't get damaged. All right. So I believe that our demon on top, our frontline demon, has Slay Rage. Is that true? Slay, apply 3 rage to friendly units. So this guy is actually really benefiting from the rage that's coming in. Because right now, on the bottom is what he should be doing, which is 6 times 2, but what he's really doing is 10 times 2 because he has 2 rage. He got 3, but then it obviously ran out of 1 at the end of the turn. Okay, looks like that's actually all they're gonna throw at us before the final boss. Did it say a brief moment of respite? All right, we'll take out the back guy to alleviate us from the spikes damage coming in. You don't have to worry about really anything else. Let's guard her with the Train Steward, and we're gonna get a torch next turn, which is good because there probably will be a spikes guy in the back. And you're gonna die? Perfect, 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 perfect. Let's put regen on you so you don't lose as much health. Great. All right. Final wave. Yeah, that was the final wave. And we don't want him to have spikes. He's got Relentless, obviously, because he's the boss. Let's take out the spikes lady. He still has 2 spikes, she. And we're both going to die. It's gonna lose 75 health. 3 damage per turn, but this thing's gonna take, so there's a lot of math involved to like really figure out how everything is gonna go. Let's just dive into it for just a moment. It might be boring, but this guy's got 8 health. And on the first turn, this guy will strike with 3 damage. So he'll be down to 5, right? And then, actually she's gonna attack first, boom, boom. She's gonna die immediately because of the fact that it's 2 damage, 4 damage for 2 of her attacks. You know, I don't even think it matters. I don't think it matters where we play our restore here. It just, maybe we'll get an extra 5 damage out of that, we will. But she's gonna be dead before we get to do anything, so let's just torch him once and let it take its course. That was really good damage though. Down to 35 damage from what, 100 and something? From 120, so not bad. Let's go ahead and put another Train Steward behind just for the extra damage. Vine Grasp is free, duh. I think that the restore actually did do something per unit, so if I did that, and then also one in the back, the one in the back didn't change the number. He's only gonna have 4 health left. We did well. We didn't lose any fire health, which is really all we can ask for. All right, now he's dead, for sure. We never got to use our hidden passage, but that's okay. You know what, I could totally just bump him up for shits and giggles. I'm not gonna do that. All right, he's done. And so we get a clan pack, allied clan pack, and a unit draft extra because we did the bonus. Let's see here, this is our Hellhorn clan pack. Apply 6 rage. You know, we could go for a rage heavy build, and it kind of almost seems like maybe that's what we're doing. Rage 6 would add 12 extra damage onto our boss, or onto our champion rather. It says right there, champion. Be a hell of a lot extra damage, but not super impressed with that because it costs way too much. Vent, I just generally don't go with the X cost cards. It's such low damage. If we upgraded it, it could be better. I'm gonna say the Welder Helper here. Imp units can be pretty helpful. You can either put them in the back and then they'll do something to the front unit. This one will add 15 armor to the front unit. Could save the life of whatever's might be dying that turn. Or we could just put it in front as a meat shield and it will gain the 15 armor, protecting the back units. Let's do it. Let's try it out. All right, so this is the Awoken card that we got. Another Vine Grasp, which I think has been pretty helpful. Glimmer, restore 5 health to all friendly units and deal 5 damage to all enemy units. That one is gonna do almost as much damage to this to every unit, plus the restore that costs 1. Razor Sharp Edge, plus 8 attack, minus 2 health. How much health does our Hornbreaker Prince have? If we use that on our Hornbreaker Prince, that's spicy. Even if we use that on our Quick Multi-Strike Animus, it's got 3 health though, and minus 2 health, it would put it down to 1, which would leave it pretty vulnerable, but I do like the targeted damage, but we already have so much of that. Let's try it. Let's try the Razor Sharp Edge. And then our bonus unit draw here. Another Animus of Will. This one's a different one, so it's 3 times 3, but if you give it like the plus 10 attack, that's 13 times 3. That's really, really good. The Sweep guy, Slay 2, or just the Husk Hermit, 30 health, 3 damage Sweep. I think we need more frontline units, to be honest, and Sweep is also just pretty good. This only has 10 health. It does have the Slay ability, which is awesome, but let's try Husk Hermit for a frontliner. Let's try it out. So maybe put our Animus in front, or Animus behind the Husk, and our Hornbreaker Prince behind the Branded Warrior, or vice versa. Upgrade our units or upgrade our spells? Well, we did upgrade our units previously. We could upgrade our spells to make them do even more. I'm thinking that I think our spells are pretty good. We don't have any ones that really, really need any upgrades, so I think we should stick with our unit upgrades. We also gain another unit here, which could be promising. What do we got? The same thing. I'm thinking that now, I mean, I kind of wanted something different than these guys. It's kind of a shame that we're getting the same ones over and over. I'm gonna say no to it, I think. I'm not sure where I'm gonna keep putting them. We're kind of overcrowded too, especially when we're talking about we have all these train stewards. We could put the Husk Hermit on the bottom floor, and the Sweep could potentially take out some backline units. Just, yeah, we don't want to be like too overcrowded, but we'll try it. Upgrade unit with plus 10 attack. I think that would go really, really well on any of these Sweep guys. This extra large stone could go really, really well because it adds +1 capacity, but plus 15 damage and plus 40 health. I'm thinking about doing that at one of my Husk Hermits, just making a husky fella. We could do that on our branded warrior too. It's not bad, but I think he's actually doing pretty okay. So let's maybe try a large stone and a husk hermit. +5 attack and +10 health on the other. We could just stack one boy though. Let's do the other one. Let's make them both okay. And then that's all the money we have. Cool. Ran out of money. This one, so it's in the middle here. You'll notice that some of these things are in the middle. You can reach it from either path that you take. Concealed cavern, just like a random event. They pull up in our train. The Bone Shakers stops near an abandoned remains of a train. Looking to have belonged to a merchant, the train still seems to have some wares. A few remaining goods from the clans of the Melting Remnant, Stygian Guard, and Umbra, the three that we are not, are out in the open for the taking, but taking something may cause the abandoned remains to fall to pieces. Which clan's artifact will you take from the collapsing train? Get a random Melting Remnant consumable card, get a random Stygian Guard consumable card, or gain a random Umbra consumable card. If you know a little bit about each of these, then you can kind of decide which one you want. Melting Remnant being these candle units that only get a certain amount of turns to live. Most of them, I would say. Stygian Guard, that has all to do with spell casting and increasing the damage a lot of times of the spells cast. We do have a lot of damage spells, so that could be good. Umbra has a lot to do with creating these little morsel units that get eaten, and then their units oftentimes will gain abilities by either eating the units or anybody dying. I'm gonna say Stygian Guard. Bone Dog's favor, I've never seen this before in my life. Unplayable, reserve, restore 5 pyre health. I guess it kind of eats into my card draw, and we're not losing health on the pyre, but we might get there. I've just never seen it before, it's kind of cool. Maybe we can even upgrade it, I'm not sure. You carefully retrieve the item from the wreckage, trying your best not to disturb the train any further, but the train collapses under its own weight, making any other items of value impossible to obtain. So you head back on your way. Cool. Interesting, I liked the card. Cute little guy. All right, now we are on to an official boss fight. The Daedalus, creator of the devices used by the disciples, this disgraced professor has arrived in hell to support Seraph and the Winged with explosive devices. So this thing, we'll see what kind of explosive devices right now. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Explosive sigil. Every enemy. When I kill them, it will do 1 damage to the frontline unit. He also drops bombs on not every floor, whatever floor he flies to, you'll see it. All right. So he drops a bomb at the top. If I was to just put my Hornbreaker Prince right there, this bomb would do 10 damage first, because enemies get the chance to attack first, and it would kill my Hornbreaker Prince immediately. So we take it out with the torch. No brainer there. Animus of Speed. If I put you on the bottom, you're gonna go boom, boom, and do 2 damage, kill these 2 guys. Actually, they're gonna attack first for 5, 5, 5 with 2 rage. So by the time that these guys are at the top, it's gonna be 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Because rage wears off. I don't think I'm gonna put you up there. You're gonna end up dying miserably. So let's put you in the middle here and hope that you get something to guard you by the time that the next turn rolls around. And do I want a Train Steward on the bottom as just like a sacrifice? He's gonna die immediately. He wouldn't do any damage at all. So no, probably not gonna do that. This Restore is gonna do anything, I don't think. Just in case. We do get to attack the boss before the boss is actually available to attack anybody else. Okay, another bomb on top. So we have to decide here, what are we going to do? Are we gonna protect our, oh, you know what? He's got 10 armor, so he won't die immediately, which is a good thing, obviously. Let's maybe put our giant Husk Hermit to protect this floor, since this 35 times 2 damage is the most damage that we are doing. So you're gonna take the brunt of that. Look at how large that thing is. And then you are going to protect this guy. And you know what we could do right now, and it wouldn't be a bad idea, is to ascend our Animus of Speed, because they keep dropping in these enemies that get lower and lower damage. We could just wait till they're on the top floor to really lay it into them. I'm not sure who I really want to put here, because if I do that, then we could go ahead and sneak our branded warrior in the back here too, and we won't be able to put the Branded Warrior anywhere that will be protected. And we could only fit him in the bottom floor. So let's do that. Let's push her up one. This guy will be fine on his own. He's gonna take everything out anyways. All right. Oh, and she was able to hit the bomb before the bomb exploded, so that was nice. Sick. All right, bomb on the bottom floor. Bone Dog. Let's put the Branded Warrior now, like I said, behind this guy. Later on, we could potentially find a way to ascend one or both of them. We have a Razor Sharp Edge, -2 health and +8 attack. I'm gonna do that on our Animus, put it down to 1 health, but that's so much damage it's gaining. That's a crazy amount of damage. If this guy had some sort of slay ability, I'd put it on him, but he doesn't. Welder Helper, you can go on the bottom, but you're gonna die immediately. Let's put some heals on you. And that's all we can do. I don't know why this is glowing. It's just like a super special card, maybe? Probably. Yay. +2 health, because it was only missing 2 health. This is pretty good. This is pretty good because our extra large Husk Hermit is doing 22 damage, which is crazy big, which is priming any of the units up for this Branded Warrior to finish him off. And if it does finish him off, it applies Rage, and this thing does even more damage. All right, let's go ahead and Vine Grasp that bomb. I don't want that to go off, so instead of 13 damage, you're taking 3. That's a huge improvement. Let's then use our torches to take out these guys. It's really annoying how they do 1 damage to the frontline unit when they die. If I put a Train Steward in there, he's gonna die. All right. Good setup. It's a good setup. I like this. We're doing it. Where is our Ascend? So we just shuffled in our discard pile into the draw pile. Our Ascend is coming up sometime in the future. We don't know when. Can't really fit anything in. Let's go ahead and... We don't have to worry about the bomb. She's got quick. She'll take it out. I could take it out, and this guy will take even more damage, which would be a pretty decent play. So note if I just took out one of those guys and then took out the bomb, and this guy, instead of taking 63 damage, will take 106. He's gonna be half dead by the time he even starts. And then let's restore you. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think you get an achievement if you kill him before the final wave starts. Which we didn't. Final wave now. Ascend. I think I do want to ascend this guy and shove him in there. You can have a total of 7 units on here at no matter what capacity is. Because we're overstuffing. That card just allows you to do that. It's kind of broken, I would say, but still pretty good. And so we took out the healer in the back there. Maybe he'll heal you, I guess. This thing will be at 1 health. He'll die next floor. Let's see here. Vine Grasp. Just might as well put the damage on him. Heal you. Maybe sneak in a Train Steward in front or in back as a meat shield, or shield it so it can do damage. Let's use it as a meat shield. Actually, you know what? That was kind of silly because this does 8 damage, but you know, it gives this thing 1 extra attack. Oh, he's gonna die. He's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hence the X on his bar there. So they go back and forth until it will inevitably die. Now, extra large Husk. Don't mess. Cool. All right, cards. Cycle of Life. Enhance a unit with +10 health and apply 4 spikes to it. That could be pretty helpful on one of our Husk Hermits, because it's gonna do 4 damage back to anything that attacks it. But you know what? Because these things have such high damage anyways and they're already sweeping, I don't think that's really gonna matter. +8 damage, or deal 8 damage and apply 7 rage. That'd be great to apply 7 rage to something, but it's doing 8 damage to it. So I don't think that's necessarily gonna be worth it. Our multi-strikes are both gonna die if they take 8 damage. Consume double armor on a unit. We're not doing it like an armor play. So let's just skip this round, take the money. A unit here. We don't exactly have space for a unit, but because we have Ascend, we can continue to overstuff floors, and it wouldn't be a bad play. Maybe another Animus of Speed. Let's do it. And now, because we just fought a boss, we get the opportunity to either gain 1 energy per turn, gain 1 card draw, or gain 1 capacity. I don't think capacity should be a top priority considering we're already breaking that and overstuffing floors. I think that we're not exactly running low on energy either, but we'll take the energy here. And a side effect there is that our pyre also gains extra damage and health. All right. We can choose to gain 75 coins, get a choice between 2 artifacts, and restore our pyre by 20 health points. Or we can duplicate any card except for our champion, gain a Hellhorned unit, or remove 2 cards. And, these are and, so I can use all 3 of these or all 3 of these. The random artifact, those things can really be game changers. Duplication though could also be a game changer. Let's say that we didn't take this Animus of Speed and we just duplicated this one. That would have been potentially the spiciest thing. If we're gonna go hard on overstuffing floors, maybe we wanna duplicate our hidden passage so we get more opportunities to raise our units to the top. I'm thinking about doing that, especially if we're gonna gain another unit. Let's see what's up. Demon Fiend. Well, we do have a total of 4 energy now, so we could actually get out a Demon Fiend. And if we have a Demon Fiend with a large stone or a multi-strike, it's doing 50 damage, which is crazy. This one, Strike, push the attacked unit to the back. This one's pretty cool too. Whoever he hits in the front, they go to the back, so you're getting the shield guy out of the way. Not a problem with what we have right now since we have a lot of sweep. Hell, I'm gonna say Demon Fiend. It's gonna be hard to get him out because you're not gonna be able to spend any money on anything else. We could even duplicate Bone Dog. I'm not going to, but we could. All right, let's try it. I thought that was the duplication one. That was the biggest mistake I could have ever played. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy explaining everything else, and I just removed our Ascend. My heart just absolutely fucking sank. And I am honestly considering just deleting this footage altogether, but I don't think I'm going to. We made a mistake. We totally effed it up, and we're gonna continue on. Great, great. Bask with me in my shame. Who are we gonna duplicate? Oh, that hurts, that hurts. I thought I pressed the duplication one. I'm obviously way too busy explaining everything. I'm talking a mile a minute too. Let's duplicate our free Vine Grasp because I'm a little worried about not having enough energy to get our Demon Fiend out. So at least that might give us an ability to play multiple cards on whatever turn we decide to get our Demon Fiend out. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. I do want to get the Demon Fiend out, very much so, because he could be a great frontline unit. He's got 50 health. That hurts, man. Ouch, ouch. Right when I did it, I was like, that's not what that's supposed to look like. Upgrade our champion. After every boss, you get to upgrade the champion as well. Multi-strike 2, armor 15, so it'll get 6 times 3. Or Slay, gain 10 armor, and Revenge, gain rage 1. I'm liking the idea of giving him Slay, right? We talked about that. Also, he's gonna have more damage. I think he's gonna have a little bit hard time to get any damage out, considering we have the quick people in the back. So let's just maybe, I don't know though. Gives him extra health and extra damage. Let's do the Slay. We're not gonna be able to stuff floors anymore because I absolutely just like, instead of getting double the card I wanted, I took it away and now we have 0. Non-boss units enter with spikes 4 for a random artifact. Do we have spikes protection? No, you would die, you would die. And that's pretty much all that matters. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Let's not do it. Artifacts would be nice. Oh well. Ascend would be nice. Super oh well. 32 times 2 damage, let's put you up there. And actually, I'm gonna protect you with this Rage Warrior since you really do well stacked with Rage. I mean, so does this guy. They both do now, but gotta pick and choose. This guy, how is he special? Incant, triggers when you cast a spell on this floor. So if I put Restore on a friendly unit or on an enemy unit, well, you know, whatever, he'll gain 10 armor, as you can see underneath his name, or his, you know, next to his health. Let's not do that. Let's just give this guy extra regen for the next, when he takes damage next turn. Oof, I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Let's do your extra large husk. Maybe even on the bottom floor. That would actually, you know, he would be pretty well on the bottom floor. We need something with high health to kind of hold down the fort. So I'm gonna actually put you there. I'm gonna put the top husk hermit to protect this guy. I am going to, you are not gonna die. This collector in the back, so it would not be a bad move to go ahead and torch its ass. 75 extra money there. We did just trigger the incant. Still gonna die though, because these guys are baller. Vine Grasp. Maybe kill this guy in the back. And then -2 health, +8 attack. I'm gonna put that on this guy. Cool. All right, we can recover. We can recover. I'm absolutely in total shame for making that mistake, but at least I am aware of it. Let's put our second Animus speed. We have stacked floors now, and this is actually, you know, it's working out quite well. What are we worried about in this guy? He's just a 10 +10 healer. As you can see, instead of the dual swords, he's got a little plus. Let's go ahead, and you're gonna die, no problem, since she's got quick. So good. So good to have this thing with that much damage and quick. It's, Let's put you to sleep. Let's restore your health, since you're probably gonna be more of a shield. More damage on you. Cool. I like how the bone dog actually barks. All right, Demon Fiend. Where are you gonna go? Nowhere. The answer is you're not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna put the Welder Helper here on the top to give this guy 15 extra armor. Since this guy's probably never gonna take damage because the Animus' speed is so powerful and they're already damaged by the time they get up there. Cool. Do I need to do anything else? No. You're taking 43 damage. I could cast a torch on this guy, but it'll give you 10 extra shield. Probably worth it. Probably worth it. You're gonna die anyways, miserably. Cold and alone. I don't want to heal you though. I don't want to give him 20 shield. That'd be dumb. All right, next. We can totally remove the rest of our train stewards since I don't see our ability to bring in any extra train stewards. They're just killing my card draw right now. Yeah, he's dead before he even gets the chance to do anything. Now we can heal you without risk of incant. Enchant and cant. I'm probably gonna intermix the two of them. You know what I mean. Final wave. What do you got? Porcupine, Relentless. Nothing. It's nothing special about him. He's almost gonna die in the first room. In fact, if we take out these two back guys, which are just gonna be laying in extra damage on my bros, then we might actually take this. 265 damage she's gonna take. The same, okay. Let's maybe put a regen on you. Does that change anything? No. Okay, well, we'll do good work. I can hold right click to make it go faster since we know it's just gonna go back and forth. Like clockwork. 29 health. You're done. You're super done. Just finish it. Sometimes by doing extra things, you think like, oh, maybe I'll just go above and beyond and like heal the back unit and slip in an extra train steward in front when the boss is here, but sometimes they have special abilities like that they gain extra damage when someone dies or incant whenever you cast a spell, and you can actually ruin your ability to kill the boss by trying to help yourself extra. So if you see that X, you should probably just roll with it. Done. This was not one of those cases, it was pretty cut and dried there, but still. Tiresome Climb, ascend a unit and apply days 2. That's the bad one. So we could use it offensively or defensively. I think I'm still gonna go for it so we give our Demon Fiend a chance. This is a free rage serum, which would be pretty good, especially if we got the upgrade for a spell that removes this consume and you could just keep using it. Especially if you got holdover on it so that you could just use it every single turn. Consume doubles the amount of rage on friendly units. This could be pretty nice as well. Costly though. Great late game. I think we're gonna go Tiresome Climb. And descend a unit and restore 13 health, so we could actually stack the top floor. Or we could use Ascend to lift up enemy units and give them dazed so they can't do anything. And we could also use Descend and heal and stack lower floors instead. Maybe we could totally like stack the middle floor, possibly. I'm kind of liking the idea of stacking the middle floor. Maybe. I kind of wish I could take back that last card then. This guy, healing spells cast on this floor cost -1. We're not gonna have the capacity to slip him in there. It's great, but restoring a retreat. All right, we'll see what happens here. I do really want to upgrade my spells, and we don't have the ability to do that right now. So we can go Forgotten Boons, 75 coins, random event, duplicate this time. I can't believe I did that, especially in the first freaking video. You know, if we just set the bar low, I'm just gonna get better every turn, or every time we play this. Upgrade units. Who can actually have upgrades? Animus of Speed doesn't have anything. Branded Warrior's got an extra slot. They have 2 slots, by the way. Demon Fiend has got 2 slots open. Yeah, that's the only 2 that really matter. I think I'm gonna go this way. Let's remove our Train Stewards. Our Ascent. You know what? I'm actually thinking about removing our Tiresome Climb. Remember I was like, I wish I could take that back? I don't see myself using that. Maybe top floor we could sneak like a unit that we're not gonna be able to kill and get 2 free shots at 30 damage each with our Pyre. It's so costly though. We'll keep it. We'll see if I can use it appropriately. That's health for our Pyre, but it was full. Merchant of Steel. Multi-strike on our Demon Fiend. Maybe multi-strike though on our Branded Warrior because he's got that sick-ass slay bonus. You can't beat 50 times 2 damage though. You just can't. 8 times 2 sweep though? That'd be good. That'd be really good. 18 times 2 sweep. We don't need extra sweep damage though. The thing is we need to put tons of damage on the frontliner. 18 damage is gonna kill almost anything in the back. So let's get the damage out there. Multi-strike Demon Fiend. Rage 7. Actually sounds really nice. What if you Rage 7 the Demon Fiend? You'd have 14 extra damage times 2. That'd be crazy good. I'm not sure I want to do that though. Upgrade a unit with just 10 straight attack. That won't go anywhere. Thinking about just Husk Kermit up. It's so much. It's only cost 20 to put this Rage 7 on something. I just don't want to take up a space on somebody that I could have used for something else. Welder Helper Rage 7. It's not the worst idea. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and reroll. Large Stone, we can't afford it. Spikes 4 on our Husk Hermit so that enemies take damage by attacking it. We don't need it. Sweep's gonna take care of the back line. So I think, honestly, Thornstone's a bad idea. 10 damage, 5 damage, 10 health. Probably keep our Animus of Speed at a higher health so that it's sweep-proof. All right, let's go. I'm just sitting here trying to think of like how many things I could do, like dumb things I can do, and I'm really trying to not do them. And still salty about that mistake. The boss, 8 damage, and it also has sweep. It has lifesteal as well for, I think it's 8 lifesteal. So for the first 8 attacks, or possibly 10, it will take as much damage. It'll gain health as for as much damage as it does. So it's actually pretty difficult. If I say non-boss units get +6 attack, our reward will be 150 coins. Do we need to worry about that? These Psychophants, pretty bad because they only do 2 damage. They have 1 health, and they give 2 extra damage to all friendly units, but sweep will probably kill them all. Not before they get all their attacks off, though. We kind of want the money, though. I'm gonna try it. I want the money. So that's 8 damage each. Without quick, they're putting a lot of damage on. Plus, anytime that anything dies, or extinguished, every time that this unit dies, it'll upgrade the rest of them with +2 damage. This could get out of hand very, very quickly. Let's put the Horned Prince, Hutts Kermit guarding him, and take these guys out with torches. That's probably the best move here. Like I said, that we are upgrading the rest of them by doing that, but Bone Dog, bark for me. Bark for your dog. This would be a perfect time to have that one card that healed all friendly units and did damage to all enemies. We could just sweep a floor. Alright, let's go. Hutts Kermit. I'm gonna put you in the bottom. You're gonna take a lot of damage, but you're gonna clear out these little shits. That's so much damage. Could totally ascend one of these little shits. Give it dazed too. And I might do that. Or, what else could I do? Give you a little bit of health, which you don't really need. Razor Sharp Edge, we could totally put that on our Hornbaker Prince. Let's do that. Put that on him. Just torch one of these guys. It's upgrading the rest of their damage though. Ah! The damage you're taking did not change. Oof! 75 extra coins there, though. Yeah, this sweep guy, this large stone sweep bro is dead next turn. Oh, you really need to get that sweep off, though. Just look at these guys. We need to take them out now. Demon Fiend, though. 28 damage. If I kill one of these guys with a free Vine Grasp, then what happens? That's gonna be 10, 20 damage, 26. You'll have 2 health left. You'll be able to kill them all. No, you won't, because you were gonna give 2 extra attack to this guy. So that'll be exactly 28 health that it will have left. It will die before it kills any of these things. We should probably try to protect it. Quick multi-strike, you are gonna go on this floor. We are going to restore you so you don't die. And then Vine Grasp. Maybe we should protect this guy even more. This one's gonna be dead next turn, I'm calling it. Protect these guys on top. Yeah. All right. Rip our 50 times 2 damage Demon Fiend. Just buff that front bro. That's the problem with killing the back ones first. You're dead. We called that. We knew this was going to happen. This day was bound to arrive. Let's put you in front of that. Well, you know, you could actually go in front of this sweep guy and we could just pretend that it's not a tank anymore, and you would be the tank. This thing can protect itself pretty much. I'm thinking that's probably a good idea. 30 damage, how much damage is coming in? 16, 22, 28, you'll almost be dead. Ugh. We're basically just gonna be relying on the top 2 floors. Yeesh. I think it's a smart move though to keep this sweep guy alive. Stack these 2 quick ladies. Quick McLady. I don't know why I didn't put the one with more health up in front. But we could go ahead and give it a little bit of armor so it doesn't die. I think we should give the top thing armor and then just rely on sneaking the 35 times 2 up 1 floor next turn. Torching. Would that do any help? Probably. All right. Good job. A brief respite. Descend a unit. We could, if we really wanted to. These guys can, like, they're so low health that it's It's not really a helpful thing to sneak somebody behind them, maybe. I don't know. Just leave them alone and let them clean up here. The 3 health, they're gonna be dead like so quickly. I'm gonna actually... Another thing we could do is we could just give this thing plus 13 health, or this thing plus 13 health on the bottom floor without moving anybody. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling healing this one so that these guys can put a fair amount of damage into the boss before it even moves up a floor, I guess. Just let those guys just die. I'm gonna heal this guy even more. No, I don't think that really did much, but it is what it is. Nice. Boss done. Oh, it's got sweep. It's got sweep. So actually all that effort that I put into like, oh, let's keep the back guys alive with the low health, they're dead anyways. On the first strike from this thing, so. At least this back Sycophant will die. The front Disciple Protector will die. Let's do this. So let's probably just buff this one's damage since it's gonna be dead in the first strike anyways. Might as well give it some more damage. 5 health onto you plus 1 regen means that you will make it longer than 2 turns. Make it longer than, yeah, I think I'll make it 3 turns then. Let's see here if I'm doing my math correctly. Why are you taking 0 damage? Oh, because of 10 lifesteal. Gosh, we need to like have something to stay alive long enough for it to get rid of its lifesteal. Ah, that hurts. Could torch these back guys, and I probably will. Just heal you. Torch these back guys. The less damage coming in from other units, the longer they're gonna stay alive, right? All right, let's -2. Okay, we'll see if this thing can get rid of its lifesteal by the time that these guys die. Thanks, Bone Dog. They are not gonna stay alive long enough. Not even close. Still, it has 5 lifesteal still. Demon Fiend, I really wish that I could use you in something. You're so good. -116 on this guy, so that's pretty nice. The first one's a goner, no matter what. I'll put a couple regens on the top guy. I'm not sure that we're gonna do very well on the top floor with the sweep. I did talk about making us sweep proof. We're not really very sweep proof. We're not this guy proof, that's for sure. Our Demon Fiend would have made that possible. Still has 2 lifesteal. How much damage is it gonna take? Only 190. We're in trouble, big time. Major trouble. Ground control to major trouble. Does it matter if I put regen on this guy? 10 damage coming in, strips the shield. Regen will do nothing that turn, and then 10 more damage will come in and put that at 3 health. Regen will put it up to like 4, and then he's gonna die, so no, regen won't do anything for you. Will it do anything for you? It won't do anything for anybody. Let's just put it on somebody and see what happens. We're gonna take so much damage in the pyre. 30 damage per turn. They're gonna have to make up about 215 damage. And however many turns that's gonna take, it's gonna take 10 damage. This is ridiculous. This guy specifically is ridiculous. Not good. $30 health left. Nice. Piercing, deal 103 damage to all friendly. No. This would be great to use on a floor that you're not packing, but we're packing every floor. Impish Scholar, return a random consumed spell to your hand. Do we even have any consumed spells? I don't even think we do. I don't believe that we do. Apply 4 rage and armor 5 for 2 costs is kind of a lot. If we could upgrade it to make it cheaper, I've got other spells that I'd like to upgrade first, so I'm gonna say no. Draw 3 next turn could be very helpful. Apply regen 2 and spikes 2 and then add another copy of this. Kind of costly for that. Apply rooted 1 to an enemy unit. Draw 1 next turn. I don't mind the idea of ensnaring somebody and rooting them in place so they don't move up. Might just overstack an enemy floor, but it might also stop somebody from going up to the pyre room and killing us. What do we got? Still nothing to upgrade our spells with, so we are currently here. The next Merchant of Magic is going to be on this floor. Shoot. It's a free artifact, Concealed Cavern, and a artifact merchant. We've got enough money to buy one. Or we get bonus money, upgrade our units, and remove more cards. Who could we upgrade? We could upgrade you, upgrade you, upgrade you. We could totally go for upgrades. We could also go for artifacts, which could help out a lot. There's an artifact that randomly selects 4 units and slaps them on a middle floor. I got that early in one game, and I had, like, every single one of my units was, like, ridiculous, like that 10 cost guy, the 4 cost Demon Fiend, and it just grabbed them and put them in there for free and overstacked the floor. It was an unbelievably powerful run. So like I said, I mean, artifacts can really change a game. I'm pretty split here. We could go for this and we could get screwed over too, but if we were to upgrade our units, what would we really upgrade? They're doing pretty well right now. Multi-strike on you would be pretty nice. Demon Fiend. There's nothing that makes them cost less, which would really be what I'd be hankering for. Could put like a large stone in the Demon Fiend, which would be crazy good. Large stone on anybody, since we're not worrying about capacity at the moment. But let's take the artifacts and see what happens. Pyre gets plus health, or friendly units gain 2 attack per kill. I'm thinking because we have multi-strike that the slay plus 2 would be great. This obviously would keep us alive longer. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Do we want to kill them before they get to the pyre, or do we want to make our pyre more attack proof and let them go? Let's take the Consume Crown. Let's go risky on this one. Let's look at what we can buy for trinkets. Spike deal plus 1 damage per stack. We're not going heavy on the spikes. When you play your 3rd card of the turn, draw 2. By the time we play 3 cards, we are generally out of energy, since we don't have very many free cost cards. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. Do we have anybody with summon abilities? I don't believe we do. So that's a bust. Let's reroll it once. Enemies get -1 attack. Jack strips deal 2 damage whenever an enemy unit moves between floors. Or Cursed Vines, 50% chance to swap the front and back enemy units when they enter your train. Not concerned about the Cursed Vines because of the sweep. Jack strips, yeah, that could be pretty helpful, minus the fact that we already have sweep. I honestly don't think that any of these are good. Like, they can be good. They can be good. They're not good in our current builds. So I'm gonna honestly say no to it. This could totally make a huge difference if we don't have the ability to kill those backline units immediately, but we could also just save our money and buy something even better next time. We can also purge stuff, and maybe we'll purge another train steward at the shop. Rail Spike, enhance a monster unit and give them plus 20 attack, plus 20 health, and add purge to them. So whenever you use them, you get rid of them forever. Or increase magic power by 20 and add purge to it's a great way to get rid of a card. And you know what? What if we took the spell Rail Spike and used it on one of our, I mean, I feel like we don't need this many torches. We're not using them as heavily anymore. And we honestly don't need this many restores. They're not that helpful at the moment. Let's just put that on the torch. All right. That's all that we can do here. Kind of a bust. Oh, you know what? I said we could go ahead and purge. Upgrades in price every time that you use it. Get rid of the train steward. And let's head out. Fell, this is the next boss. Every floor is a boss, but there's like 3 main bosses. This being one of them. Dauntless, now Fell. She has Spell Shield 5, the Guardians do, and she will empower units with armor. Different every time. It's kind of a long episode, but that's what you get with Hutts Uncuts. Demon Fiend. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. Let's get our Hornbreaker Prince out. And then put our Demon Fiend in somewhere. I don't know where. Mid-floor isn't, no place is really the best place for him. It's kind of wherever he wants to go. Let's put him in mid-floor. Look at that boy. We got no energy for anything else, but that ended up working out. He's gonna just destroy that, the Guardian. So she gets 3 Guardians that, with Spell Shield 5, so if we wanted to take them out with spells, we'd have to hit them with 5 spells first, and then after that, it could take damage from a spell. These guys don't have Spell Shield. And we can go behind the Guardians, not a problem. Let's put our super damage Animus of Speed behind our beefy Demon Fiend. We can put this one on the lower level. We'll take 4 damage immediately, but I think that she'll be fine. This guy's got Incant, so I don't want to torch him. Torch one of these little shits. All right, Bone Dog. I really need you, Bone Dog. I wonder if I can upgrade Bone Dog. Like if I could put holdover on Bone Dog so that every single turn he would just go right back to the front. It would eat at my card draw, though, would be the one problem there. Stay alive. I need to get somebody to shield that. I'll need my shield. There it is, my extra large Hermes. Got him. Ensnare. You're dead. You're dead. Totally ensnare this clipped reflector. Punish him even more next turn. That wouldn't be a terrible move. Not really the best. What if I ensnare you? Can I do that? Immune. And I just gave that guy 10 armor. Great. Oh good. Oh good. I don't want to spend extra spells here because these guys both have Incant. Let's just forget about it. There we go. There we go. We're doing it. Okay. Branded Warrior or Husk Hermit. Who's gonna shield the top bro? I think what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna go ahead and shield you with the Husk Hermit. Then, what I'm going to do is I am going to, ooh, tough call, tough call. Tiresome Climb my Animus of Speed? And sneak my Branded Warrior in front or in back? Do you want to shield the demon? Probably. Keep him alive a little bit longer. He's such a big damage dealer. If this guy dies, it's not that big of a deal. It'll also give him the first strike, and potentially giving him his slay ability before this guy wipes the rest of the floor. Cool. Let's go with that. My Animus is gonna be dazed though for 2 turns, of course. We were able to get all of our good units out there though. We don't even have a slot for our welder helper. Not so helpful. What I could do here is I could Restoring Retreat my Demon Fiend and put him on the bottom even. He'd be even more protected behind this guy. And I think that's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Stack the top, stack the bottom. And I could torch. This is the Purge Torch that does 25 damage. It's not necessary for me to get rid of it immediately. It could come in handy later on, I guess. Heal you up a little bit there. This guy, what does he have? Harvest. Triggers when any unit dies. It gains 10 armor, so that just happened. I could put this guy on this floor, give that guy 15 health. There we go. Nice. You know what? Let's just get rid of this. We said we were gonna purge it, so let's just purge it. All right. Razor sharp edge. Do we want to enhance any of these units? Oh yeah, hell, I want to enhance that guy. He needs it. He's so good. I'm gonna restore you in front. Torch. You're dead. No one's even taking damage there. We got this. We got this one unlocked. I need Bone Dog. I need more Bone Dog in my life. We can duplicate our Bone Dog. There he is. Speak of the devil. Ensnare. We should use Ensnare even if on nobody. I didn't even think about this because of the +1 draw. Which is nice, of course. Restore, who needs the health? You. As long as this Husk Hermit stays alive, this Demon Fiend is gonna be putting in unreal amounts of damage. And that's what we're relying on right now. We can go ahead and just torch the boss since that guy's gonna die anyways. Bone Dog, best dog. If I could pet it, I would. Final wave, here it is. It's already dead, it didn't make it past the first floor. But, you know, if we were to just like pretend, hey, look, Bone Dog, nice, we're gonna get a little bit extra health there. Let's go ahead and just like climb this guy and shove him in there, just for fun. I'm not gonna mess with it beyond that. Let's call it a day. Bone Dog, thank you. That's 15 health we gained from Bone Dog right there. Demon Fiend, yes. What a monster. What do we get? Adaptive mutation, consume card. Restore a friendly unit to full health, then swap their attack and their health. No, we have multi-strike on a lot of them, and I think that'd be a silly thing to do. Right? Consume, apply 10 or 25 armor, or consume, apply multi-strike 1. That would be so powerful on the Demon Fiend, but it costs 5, and I don't have 5 energy. What I'm gonna do right now is gonna go with the One Horn Tome. I'm gonna give myself, since that was a major boss, we get another choice here. I'm gonna go ahead and say more energy. So now we do have 5 energy, and I could use that tome, probably not until late game. Upgrade our powers. That is what I'd like to do. Plus 20 health as well. Definitely go this way. Plus health. Let's see what's gonna spells we can upgrade. Holdover. So that we can put holdover on the Bone Dog's favor. We will get Bone Dog every single turn. Or we could go ahead and put Ensnare holdover and root down one specific enemy every single turn, plus we get the +1 card draw, so it would not eat our card draw. Because what it does is it puts it back on the top of your deck, so it will cost one of your cards that you draw next turn. Anything else that we would like to put holdover on? I'm thinking that that's a good move here, Ensnare. Let's do it. -1 to spell cost. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. Magic power plus consume. You know, I need to remember that the final boss will devour our spells, so the less spells that we have with consume, the better. I mean, I guess if it did have consume, it would already, right, it would consume it anyways. You would choose that specific spell to be consumed, because it's already gonna be consumed. Nah. Double stack, what do you got? Rooted 2? Multi-strike 2. I have to do it. I have to do it. That's so unbelievably powerful. -1 spell cost would have been nice. Let's make a cheaper Restoring Retreat. Plus 10 magic power. No. I'm fine without doing that one. Okay, Unstable Vortex, is there anything that we would really like to get rid of? No. At this point in time, the more spells, the better. because of the fact that they're going to be devoured in the final fight. And we have a champion upgrade. Let's see here. What do we want? Armor 15, multi-strike 2, so it's 15 times 3. Or put him 25 times 2, and he gains 15 armor for every kill. Revenge gains 2 rage every time he gets damaged. These are both really good. I'm not really relying on our Hornbreaker Prince to do anything right now. So, this is only 45 damage, this is 50 damage. Plus he gains health. Plus he has the slay ability, so let's stick with that. All right, so let's see here. One more area, two more bosses to go. Pyre Wings. The winged scavengers of the Hell Pyre have learned to dampen the effectiveness of the Pyre shard you ferried to the end of Hell. So if we want to do Mark of Invasion, we can have enemy units start on every single floor, and the bonus that we will gain is 400 coins. These guys have sweep. These guys have a lot of armor. This guy's had 100 armor. And the final boss, every single time you damage it once, it gains more attack. I'm not worried about that since we have tons of damage coming in. Like if you were doing like multi-strike, 1 damage 20 times, this guy would overwhelm you, big time. I'm tempted to go for the money since we just spent it all, and the next area, we will have a merchant of trinkets, and those cost, 200. But if they start on every single floor, there's a good chance that anything that we try to put down immediately will die horribly. Let's try it. This is probably a mistake. Hopefully we get some quick units. These are the ones that do damage to me after I kill them, so no matter how they die, we're gonna be 5 damage to the frontline unit when they die. I'm just thinking that maybe we let them go to the pyre. Uh-oh. Not the best. That thing's got sweep as well, but only 2 damage. We want to take that thing out immediately. What if we just beef the bottom floor and let these guys just go? I just don't want all that extra damage going on to my pyre. Not liking that. I'm not liking that one bit. But I think I don't have too much of a choice here. Let's put our Animus down, shield it with a Branded Warrior. Try to kill one of these things before they go up. I could root one of these things. I could root this guy. Maybe I will root this guy so it doesn't go anywhere, but I don't want him to stack on top of the other units that are coming in. Let's root one of these little shits. Hornbreaker Prince. If you go, you're gonna die, I think. Maybe not. With 25 health and 10 armor, you're gonna be taking, how much damage these guys do? 5 damage, so that's gonna be 5, 10 damage, plus another 10 damage coming in from the Extinguish. He's gonna be down to 15 health, he's fine. Slay, gain 10 or 15 armor. I forgot about that. He's actually gaining health at the end of this whole thing. He's gonna be positive. He's coming out on top. So that was actually pretty okay. Nice slay ability. All right, good. We made the right choice. All right. Ember Drain. Uh-oh. That thing. Sweep plus strike. Apply Ember Drain 1 to the attacked unit. Ember Drain is, I'll just read it here. You lose 1 energy for every stack of Ember Drain. So that was a sweep across. He gets 2 units. That was 2 Ember Drain applied. We should have 5 energy. Now we have 3. We can't play our Demon Fiend. We're screwed. Let's go home. Let's give up. I'm out. I'm done. I'm retiring right now. This guy's gonna take so much damage too. Goodness gracious. I don't have a way to kill him. I don't have a way to do that. Let's go ahead and put our extra large husk here. A medium husk here. kind of silly because now this guy isn't gonna get his slay in. Oh well. Animus of Speed in the back here. That'll kill this Pyre Wings. Perfect, perfect. Ensnare. I want to... Oh, we're gonna kill this collector too. That's an extra 100 gold. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to die miserably. The only thing that we need to worry about with ensnaring them, like I said, is overstacking enemy floors. It's less than ideal. Got another sweep Ender Drain there. Almost took out my Animus. At 1 health now. Down to 3 energy. Yep. Another Pyre Wings. See, now I put this guy, I made him so he didn't go anywhere. My Branded Warrior's dead. 10 damage coming in. He's got 10 health. Should restore him. So he doesn't die. Enhance unit with +8 attack, -2 health. Would that kill you? No, it's -2 total energy or total health. So it wouldn't be the worst move. You would just die on the next next sweep attack, but you're gonna die in the next sweep attack anyways, so great. Sounds like a deal to me. You're gonna be dead before you do anything. Vine Grasp, maybe we should try to pull this guy to the front and see if we can't finish him. Maybe? We won't be able to finish him? Now this guy's just gonna go to the top. With 0 damage though, he can go. We'll let him go to the very, very tip top. Ensnare. I didn't know. I really wish I could swap these Animus of Speeds because this one would kill it. Let's just torch him. There's so much to think about in this game. It's so intense. I understand why people get lost. If I ensnare them, do they stay in the back or do they move to the front? I don't remember who was ensnared last time. I think this guy maybe was ensnared and he was still in front. Wouldn't be a bad move for the Steel Wings, maybe? No, I want him to go to the top, like I said. Let him do it, idiot. Stupid Ember Drain every time. This guy's gonna be dead. They're both dead. They're both dead. Now I can't do my freaking double stack multi-strike too. What I could do is I could lift my Animus of Speed up. I could also lift this Pyre Wings up. With my Ascend, my Tiresome Climb, I'm thinking about trying to save this Animus of Speed and overstacking the second floor. Which means I'm basically sacrificing my Demon, but that is okay. Bone Dog, love ya. 5 health, would that stop them from killing you? It would not. You want some health? You do. You need health badly. Are we gonna kill this thing before it gets its Ember Drain off? Oh, thank God. Sorry, Demon. That does give me room to bring in my other Demon, though. Now, I was gonna say that would have been perfect had he showed up. I could have said, "Speak of the devil," and then it would have been a hilarious moment. Welder, get in there and give that boy some shield. He needs it. We could keep overstacking the middle floor. Put our Hornbreaker Prince in there. It wouldn't be a bad move. Honestly, this guy's not very strong, not as strong as this guy. And if this guy's tanking the hits, he'll stay alive a lot longer while we beat up on the final boss, so let's do that. Probably just continue. That guy's gonna make it to the top. That's great. That's great. Good for him. Let's torch you. Pyre Wings. What are we gonna do about that guy? I hope I get the Ensnaring Strike next turn so that we can go ahead and bring him to the front and hopefully kill him. Alright. Do my Demon next turn. Demon me. Okay, that guy's got 0 attack, so He got squashed. No demon! But we can do a restoring retreat and sneak. Who's dying? Because of the sweep! No! Not my super damage animus. That's terrible. What do we do about that? Nothing. We cry. Bringing him down. Just overstack the crap out of this floor. I can't save her. I can't do it. It's the simple, just the 2 damage coming in. We did not get the ensnaring strike to move these guys around. It's not my fault. Don't you have quick? You do have quick, so why aren't you able to kill them both? That's your 49 times 2, that's what? 98 damage coming in, and this guy's got 115. And then this 30 damage that comes in, we're just gonna barely kill this guy on the first strike. There's no way to do it. I can't do it. I give my enhance to this guy again. Unless if they're at 1 health and it just wouldn't have gone anywhere, we could have given her more damage and maybe that would have made a difference. I'm a little scared to try that. That's risky. Let's make you a little bit more sweep proof. Buff the first guy. That back guy torch maybe? I don't think it really matters who I do it to. Crap! Give me my demon! Give me my demon! Oh, they just ember drained every one of my units that was overstacked on the floor! Ah! Great, yeah, there's my demon and my multi-strike. This is the only turn I have to use it. Actually, I could use it in the start of next turn, but no, I can't because we got 8 card draw. It's gonna be in the discard pile. Won't be able to use these ever! A little mad about that. A little pissed off. Can't root these guys. I'm gonna try. Anyways, immune. Great. We knew that was gonna happen. Just what a flipping waste of like my 2 best cards. That was a perfect storm against me. And I don't even want to damage him because the more we damage him, the more damage he gets. Leave him alone. Hopefully, this is the only chance we have right here to kill him. Are we gonna kill him? We are gonna kill him. It's over. And Bone Dog. Love ya. Thank you. Look at how much health we've gotten back from just this simple little Bone Dog. Bone Dog, best boy. Yeah, we're done. It would have been nice if on that previous floor we could have ascended him and then dazed him too. I'm not sure we even can do that on a boss. I don't see why not, but... Okay, we made it. Without our 2 best cards. Done. 400 extra gold. So it was more difficult, obviously, because we did that. Summon, gain 4 extra energy. Pyre Chomper. We don't have the capacity to necessarily sneak him in, and we'd have to pray that we got him on the same turn as, you know, our One Horn's Tome or our Demon Fiends. The Ember Drain, I don't think that we're gonna have to worry about that too much in the future. Move a unit to the front and apply 10 armor. That's pretty okay, especially when we're at 8 health left and they're gonna die. But relying on that card on a 25 card deck to show up is pretty silly, I think. Let's just skip it. Another Ensnare. Preserve Thorns, add 3 sting spells to your hand. Nah, consume, draw 3 cards next turn. Like, these could all be really good things, but they could also just not be good things. The consume cards, it's probably good to have some consume cards. And you know what, maybe it is better to have 3 sting spells in my hand because that'll be extra fodder for the final boss who's gonna be eating up my spells. We use the sting cards first to just get rid of them. I don't know, we'll try it. I don't want to overload my deck. Applies a card that adds 3 more cards. Restore 20 health to my pyre, forge my units, and duplicate a card. Or send out coins, forge my spells, and remove cards. This is fully upgraded, so we can't do anything with that. We could do some unit upgrades. Wouldn't mind that. This one, I'm not even sure if we could upgrade that one. Make these less cost, maybe would be a smart move. I'm thinking unit upgrades? Well, if we were to duplicate something, duplication I feel like is probably one of the most powerful things that you could do. I would think about duplicating my one-harm tome, to be honest. To be really, really honest. If we can ever use it, giving ourselves 2 chances to use it, 2 separate chances, maybe even get the ability to use them both. You imagine getting multi-strike 4 more onto this demon? That would be unreal. Let's do it. Plus the pyre health could really, you know, really be helpful. We wanted to duplicate, which one was it? One-harm tome. It's risky, and it's silly that it costs 4, but let's double check our Merchant of Steel. There is a multi-strike. I want to do it. I won't. Multi-strike quick animus is also just beautiful. But let's see what trinkets are for sale first. Friendly units enter with armor 5. Could be cool. Gain 7 extra energy in the first battle. Could be cool, but that's generally not very useful. Could be. It's expensive. 4 stacks of armor each time it's applied. No. Scorched steel, maybe, to protect this animus of steel, speed specifically. I'm gonna say no to all of it. Sting spell gets +10 magic power and piercing. Damage dealt by this card ignores armor and shields. We are gonna have 3 sting spells in our hand. Friendly units enter with rage 3. We kind of have a rage play, I guess. When a card with consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. That's 30 free damage every single card I play in the final boss, because every single first spell I play is gonna have consume guaranteed. So I think we do Trader's Quill here. We could also do Thorn Casting. Weird that we're going for a Sting play this late in the game without actually having a Sting card. We have enough for a multi-strike, and I think I'm gonna do the Demon. Are we gonna be able to play the Demon is the problem. Let's do the quick multi-strike Animus of Speed. Okay, and then we'll put our tomes on the Demon if we can get the Demon out. That's pretty good too. This is the last time we get to do anything, so let's just spend all of our money. I think maybe you get more points at the end of this by spending less money, I'm not sure, but I'm not really concerned about score. I'm not doing this competitively. And let's take on the final boss. This is it. This is the show. Seraph the Diligent, the end is near. The Great Trader will devour your spells. You better bring more than one of them if you hope to succeed. Power Drain Emblem. The first card spell played each turn gets consumed. We already knew this. Alright. The boss also will be putting extra units on every floor and giving us this Vengeful Shard, which we have to play for 1 cost of energy, and if we don't, our pyre will take 1 damage. Let's go ahead and put our Husk Hermit up top. The big Husk Hermit has been doing really well in the middle. Let's maybe do that. This Purifier adds Self-Mutilation card to the top of your pile. Which is, it costs 1 to use it, you purge it, or if you don't play it, your pyre takes 5 damage. It's much like this, except for it's got purge to it. We have consume, so if I use this Vine Grasp, it's gone, but it will do 30 damage to the Gilded Wing as well. How is it going from 10 health down to 0 health when it does 6 damage? I don't know, but I'm okay with it, I guess. Because it moved it to the front, and then it did the 30 damage. Very interesting. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Healing does nothing right now. Maybe regen would. Later. No. Regen applies immediately, at the end of the turn. Okay, let's keep it moving. This one already has consumed to it, so there's no loss here by playing it immediately. Animus of Speed. We do want you in there, yes. Everything's gonna die. We want to... Okay, so the stings. They have piercing now because of our thorn casing. They do a lot of damage, and they do... Only to the front, by the way. They give us +1 card draw as well the next turn. So they're not... You know, you don't lose anything by playing it card draw-wise. Overall, at least. If we do that here, this guy will die. And then we'll... I don't want to let this Purifier live, because he's going to give it that self-mutilation, which is really bad. But he's okay. Sting you. Give you regen. Bone Dog. Thanks, bud. Almost full health from Bone Dog alone. I doubted Bone Dog in the beginning, but... It's been really good. Alright. Demon Fiend. Am I gonna use the Demon Fiend? Probably not. Probably not. Totally could put him in there at the bottom though. But I'd only get the Demon Fiend out. Is that what I want? Or I could stack the bottom with a Husk Hermit and an Animus of Speed. And put my Branded Warrior on the top. I think we need to get more units out. That's probably a better play. Save the Demon Fiend for later, but the problem here is, if I don't play the Demon Fiend right now, we're gonna get that tome, one of the two of them, or both of them. We'll get both of them by the time that the Demon Fiend gets shuffled back into our draw pile. Might end up spending them on our Animus of Speed or something. Which is fine, which is fine. Sorry, Demon Fiend, you're just so expensive. Husk Hermit out front here, like I said. Animus of Speed behind. Vinegrass Bew to get rid of you. Or should I do that on you? You're gonna be dead anyways. Are you gonna be alive by the time that you cast your spell though? Maybe. Yeah, let's go to the bottom one. Did that just consume that one? Which one just got consumed here? That Vine Grasp did. Maybe we should have played a different card, like a Torch, to get rid of it. Didn't think that went through. Gotta pay attention to which one's gonna be consumed. Let's get rid of that. Branded Warrior in front. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I should be putting the Branded Warrior behind him because of the fact that this guy gets Slay. I keep doing that, thinking that he needs protection, but that keeps blowing his Slay thing, and also his Revenge thing. Oh well. Let's try to minimize our Scourge spells per turn here. Well, there's our tomes. There's also my Tiresome Climb. If I wanted to stack a floor, we wouldn't be able to use our tome. If I want a tome, then I wouldn't be able to use my Tiresome Climb. If I don't use my Tiresome Climb, I won't be able to stuff in my Demon. I'd have to use my Tiresome Climb or the one where I probably would shove this Branded Warrior behind here and then put the Demon on the top. And that's coming up. Yeah, my Restoring Retreat. We'll rely on that then, and we'll use the Tiresome Tome here on our Animus of Speed. 35 times 4 damage is gonna be crazy, especially with Quick. Ensnare, root an enemy. Do we want to rip anybody down? I don't know if I necessarily care. Which one just got the tome? They already had consumed. That's the one that got consumed. Torch you. Saves 10 damage off that guy. Root you, I suppose. Alright. I'm doing the best I can. Is it perfect? Hell no. But we got options. Inevitably with this game, somebody's gonna be like, oh my god, Hutts, I can't believe that you didn't do this and this and this and this and this, and it's sitting from your perspective, you guys, it's really, really easy to see all this. I have like 100 things in my mind right now, and I will make a bunch of mistakes. So let's retreat this guy down. Sneak him in there. Get rid of the shard, I don't want to deal with that. We just consumed our restoring retreat. Probably should have consumed the torch. Once again, I'm kind of not really paying attention to like everything that's going on here. Do we want to put razor sharp edge and give this thing 1 health? It's still gonna die. I'm gonna do that on this guy. And don't you have sweep? How are you not gonna kill that thing? You're gonna die. You'll be dead. Oh, that's less than ideal. If I do this, will it save you? 16, 19? No, you'll still just perfectly die. That's horrible. I didn't want you to die. Should have healed you then, maybe. There's no way around it. I shouldn't have kept one of these gilded wings and ensnared him. I should just ensnare nothing or just ensnare the boss where it doesn't do anything and gain the card draw and hold it for next turn. Shoot! So that means our animus behind that is going to also be dead real quick. That was just like the perfect amount of health. The perfect amount of damage. That keeps happening. Alright, we have 2 scourges. Do we want to ensnare anybody? Yeah, she's super dead. Give her armor so she doesn't die. Or maybe I'll put this guy in front and he'll just tank it. Get rid of these. Torch that little shit. Okay, consumed 2, so it did extra 30 damage in the front guy and killed him. Restore. You. Ensnare. Doesn't matter. Use it on somebody and keep it for next turn. Imp still lives. The imp who lived. Oh, the problem here with having the imp still alive is that he blocked my demon fiend from coming in. On the bottom, at least, to protect the animus' speed, which would have been a pretty good combo. But we can still sneak him in top. We will just lose the animus. I honestly thought the welder was gonna die right there, but I didn't do the math, so. Which one are we gonna have get consumed? Honestly, this ensnare has not helped in any way, shape, and or form. Maybe we should just get rid of it. We keep burning it. Really, really wish that I had the ability to kill those backline dudes. Sting. I suppose. Piercing. It's got piercing, so even though that thing had 100 plus shield, it had, what, 15 health, and our 18 piercing totally knew that was coming. Because I am just really smart. Yep. That's it. We're looking good for the final boss. I'm liking our odds. Now tome me. Give me that tome. We did not get the tome. 1 turn too late for our tiresome climb. We could have snuck the animus in behind. Would have been really nice. I think that it would be smart to do nothing. What we could end up doing here is sneaking up this light wings up back here where it will be killed. Give ourselves less stuff to chomp through while we're trying to get to the Seraph. Because this 43 times 4 is gonna do, well, no, it actually won't. It won't do that. Unless we damage this front guy first, which we totally can do. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Damage the front guy. We could just kill one of these back guys too, and that would do the trick. Or both. We could do both. Like that. Tiresome climb that guy so he dies immediately. And we're good. Bone Dog, thanks for the help, bud. I wish this frontliner had more energy because the Seraph is coming in, the final boss, with 9 times 3 damage. It's almost gonna be dead by the end of this floor, and we just got our tome. It's screwed. You're done. You're super done. All right. I'm glad. I'm glad it's making it up to the next floor. Give my demon its due. My demon's been waiting for this moment for a very long time. And it is finally this demon's turn. What if we killed it on accident by our spells? Would that be horrible? Here, take a little bit extra health. Top up, demon. Send it home! Nice, demon. We did it. We almost had full pyre health. One more Bone Dog turn and we would have had it. Cool. So we made it to the inner circle of hell with our last pyre and relit the fires of hell. Yay! We can deal with hell more. Pretty spicy run there. There was only one turn that we did not enact the bonus. So, pretty good stuff. Pyre healing. I set a new record for how much healing I put in the pyre. Bone Dog was great, honestly. Liked it a lot. We almost lost it there on that that boss that did the sweep and lifesteal. That boss is just ridiculous, but we ended up on top. Very, very nice. I liked it a lot. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this game. See if I can get the menu here. Let me know your thoughts on Monster Train. Let me know your thoughts on Hutts Uncuts. There's no guarantee. I mean, this is taking me 2 hours to record anyways, and then it's gonna take me another hour to do the thumbnail and to upload it, so it is actually eating a lot of my time, but I won't have to edit this video, which would take forever. So let me know your thoughts. Should I keep going on the Hutts Uncuts? We'll gauge it depending on how much interaction, I guess, we get, engagement on this video. Be vocal about what you want. If you don't want that, I want to know that too. I'd like to continue playing this game and other games for that matter, and this would potentially open the door for more content to be out. So, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I thought it wasn't recording for a second. I looked down. We're good. It recorded. Bye.